Panel. Could you all please welcome Anthony?
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm over here. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Excellent. Thank you. Well, that got your attention, didn't it? What's it about? It's all about giving you a slightly different perspective on things. Robin's assembled a fantastic panel of experts this morning, but it's only going to be effective if you, the audience, get engaged. And I want to make sure that we do such a fantastic job that you ask for us to come back and do this again. In fact, not that you ask for us to come back, that you demand that we come back. Is that interesting? So we better do something that's valuable to you, right? We want to make sure that everybody takes something out of today and takes it back and implements it into their businesses. Yeah. Before I introduce the panel, let's just get a show of hands. Our subject matter today is business development, right? We're going to define business development as that kind of interaction between your sales and marketing plans, both in terms of your execution and your strategy of your sales and marketing plans. You can define business development in a whole number of ways, but that's how, for the purposes of this exercise, that's how we're defining it. So let's make sure that we're in the right place and this is the right audience and this is the right topic for you. So hands up those that could do with some more customers. And keep your hands up if you can. Okay, so that's probably about 3/4 of the room. Hands up those that would like to increase sales revenue. Keep your hands up, please. That's some more sales revenue. Keep your hands up if you'd like to increase margin, perhaps. Yeah, okay, we're getting 3/4 of the room. Okay, that's brilliant. How many of those would keep your hands up if you'd like to determine, am I getting the right return on investment on my marketing dollar? Yeah, okay, we've got about 3/4 of the room. So the first thing to do is you need to find all those people that don't have their hands up, because they've obviously got all the answers to these questions. On our left there, we have Mr. Kim Hefferman from Marketing Return on Investment, Marketing ROI. Kim.
Thank you very much, Tony. As he mentioned, I'm Kim Hefferman from MROI Marketing. So getting a return on marketing is obviously very important to me, as you can guess by the business name. What I focus on is building marketing plans for people to help them get an ROI, and I provide outsourced marketing services to those people where I'm in their business, making from 4 hours to 10 hours a month, and also provide traditional marketing agency. So looking at generating leads and also growing ongoing customers.
Here's Mr. Bill Elmer from Sales Mechanix.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Bill Elmer, Sales Mechanix. We provide part-time sales management services for small businesses, predominantly in the Vibrant Hills area. Ideally, there'd be a general manager who has not got a sales manager but has a sales team and needs some suggestions and ideas and concepts on how to grow their business. I've successfully been doing that now for about 18 months to 2 years, building on a 20-year selling experience in a variety of industries, from media, transport, IT, software development and the like. So, Bill Elmer, Sales Mechanics.
Mr. Ian Jacobs from Search and Be Found.
Good morning, everyone. Ian Jacob from Search and Be Found, and we are all about practical online strategies for business. So what does that mean? That means, are you usually fully utilising your online presence? It's not just about a website, it's actually about using all the channels online to gain customers, because people can be in one place or be in many places. And people think if I have a website, they're finding me, but they're probably not. And measuring and testing is everything.
And let me introduce Mr. Tjoeng Lazarides from Inkredible.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Look, I'm obviously not prepared like everyone else. I've actually, my 30-second spiel is more about my background rather than my business. So just for those who don't know me and don't know our business, I'm the creative director of Inkredible. We're rebranding specialists. My background is I started in television and was a producer-director, and I did everything from news to current affairs and sport. I then was headhunted by BB&T McCann Erickson and worked into the big bad world of advertising. I opened an agency in Canberra. We grew to be the largest agency in the ACT, and then moved to Melbourne, opened a design firm there, and I finally found my niche in rebranding here in Sydney as Inkredible.
And Mr. Eric Tjoeng from CAD Partners.
Good morning. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces here. It's great. So one thing that we do from CAD Partners here on call with our 60 partners throughout Australia and New Zealand is answering some of the critical questions that most of you raise your hand. In other words, how much should we spend on our marketing, and very importantly, how do we manage and control that marketing budget, and how can we ascertain the ROI. So we work with a lot of our alliance partners in marketing and sales to achieve their objective. Eric Tjoeng, CAD Partners.
But I'm going to start. And I'm going to address a question to Bill, if I can. Bill, in terms of my client base, a lot of clients sort of address this issue and sort of say, well, my sales just isn't, it's just not working. I don't think I'm getting that return on the effort. Well, I might have salespeople, I might not have salespeople, but I want more customers. What's your experience in terms of when you go into a business like that and you talk to a business owner and they say, I need to increase sales? What are the typical things that you find and how you're able to address that?
Thanks, Anthony. I think what I look at is the overall business for a start. You've got to look at the culture of the place. You've got to have a look at what the tools they've got to work with, i.e. the people. Do they have the right people? Do they have the right products? Do they have the right audience, and are they reaching that audience? I think what's changed dramatically over the past 5 years is that people get to know you before you get to know them, i.e. through social media. Things like LinkedIn and Facebook, people are getting to know you at a subliminal level and seeing what you're doing all the time. It's just being trickled through. So I think there's something in that. In regards to the sales teams in their businesses, one example is that I've looked at some people think they're good salespeople, but they're actually good order takers. That could be because they've got a very good brand, a very good marketing team behind them, and they're just out there taking orders. It's when they actually get challenged and come up against good salespeople that actually work a lot harder and fight the bigger battles is when they're found wanting. So to me, those people, when I look into a business that has a good marketing strategy, I'll work at sharpening the sales skills and making them fight a little bit harder, because the market is evolving a lot quicker today than what it was 5 years ago. So these people, although they think they're good salespeople, I don't think they may be, but they're not actually practicing enough. So I think one thing I'd look at is the skill level at each one, and try and make sure that we're on our top of our game. Very broad example, but I'm trying to cover a lot of industries here, so I hope that helps.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's about skills and focus, right, in terms of sharpening the saw a little bit there.
Yes.
Any questions from the audience so far? First question from the audience.
What are the key elements when you're about to start a marketing plan, put a marketing plan in? Particularly we're talking from a small business perspective, and not sort of a large corporation, which can lead to successful marketing plan in general.
Tim Hefferman, how would you address that?
Thanks very much, Tony. Where I actually start is with the customers. I go back and look at existing customers, who they are, where they're from, what they're spending. Because very often that tells us what markets and what customers we're selling successfully to. The other thing I actually do too, which a lot of businesses don't do, is actually go out and talk to the customers about why they buy and what they're buying. Because as business owners, we sit back and we think we know what people are buying and why they're buying, but actually surveying the customers. And if you have staff survey your staff, every time I've done that 4 times in the last month, the staff, the management and the customers all have a different view on what you're selling. So once you know what you're selling and who you're selling to, you can then work out, do you have the right products? Look at competitors, and then once you look at competitors, look at what the marketing message is. So start with the customers, by my first advice.
Okay.